feeling like I'm academics. Can't ride
With Luz for his wife. Would you suggest that Luz stay the fuck away from Bricc?
I'm not gonna suggest nothing, bro. Luz could do what the fuck Luz want to do.
That's your friend.
He a grown motherfucking man.
But that's your homie.
My wife's name is R&B, nigga. I don't fuck with men. Now my woman is gonna do what I requested her to do. That's a grown man.
So
I'm tired of you weird ass niggas talking to me like he's a child or something.
No. I don't think you're responsible for it.
Listen,
I don't think you're responsible for it.
That man does what the fuck he wants to do.
Yeah, but hold on. The only reason I asked you...
Ain't no buts.
The reason why I asked you if you would...
buts, bro.
The reason why I would ask you if you would suggest he do that...
Okay, let me
hold on, Wack. Did you not suggest that he...
Akademiks.
Did you not suggest he not calling no jumper? You suggested he not calling no jumper no more.
Luz Timing is a grown man.
I know,
he does what he wants to do.
But you did tell no jumper don't take his calls.
You to get it. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
But you told no jumper not to take his call, Wack. You told no jumper don't take his call. He's a grown man. Well, why tell no jumper not to take his call on your behalf?
Because now I'm talking to a place that I got a contract in. I never told him not to call in there, but I told them, hey, kill that shit, bro. And I could call it at them. You know why? I got a contract to say I got a little say-so sometimes, just a little bit. Just a little bit. To them. But I'm not going to tell him, the grown man, hey, man, stop. Nah, he going to do what the fuck he want to do.
Wait, why would you tell no jumper
not to... Do you know how I know he going to do what the fuck he want to do, Act?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do.
Did you know what I'm saying? Did you know that he was recording that call? There was a call with you, him, and 600. You knew he was recording that? Because I always heard him say he never record calls.
How would I know he's recording? This is my thing. As far as I'm concerned, every call I'm on is being recorded. What I say once, I'm going to say twice.
That is your motto. I could attest.
Give a fuck.
Were you protecting no jumper when you said he shouldn't call it? Or are you protecting him?
I'm protecting these square dudes and no jumper that these street niggas like to blame for the shit that they do. Now, you following me?
Okay, that makes sense. That actually does make sense.
You get what I'm saying?
That does make sense.
You know not what you doing, but as soon as this happens, they gonna say, oh, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And not, hey, bro, y'all need to stay out of that shit.
Bricc says he's not getting bail anyway. That's why he's kind of talking his shit now. I know you don't like giving advice because they're all grown men. But do you think that's a smart decision? Because he literally said...
I don't know, bro. I mean, I don't know that's what they want to do, bro. I mean, I think Bricc... I haven't heard Bricc say nothing incriminating over the phone.
Why did the mother of the deceased guy, Rayshawn Williams, or Wright, or whatever his name is... Sorry, I don't want to say whatever his name is, but why you get mad at you? Like, shit... Like, you know,
she got mad at me. I'm gonna tell you why she got mad at me. Because what is that shit? Crime and law and crime.
Law and crime.
I just finna sue they ass like I do World Star.
Oh,
Law and crime put out that shit got 7 million subs. Put out a fucking clip that said,
I seen that. They said you started the rumor, but I know you ain't do it.
Exactly, and it's a complete lie. You know that. I've been the only one defending that, saying it's not true. But they about to pay for that. It's a great payday. They finna get hit. Law firm, they already on it. You cannot find nowhere on the internet where you hear Wack saying that. All you hear Wack saying is, that's not true. I know Dayon. There's nothing gay about Dayon. He's a masculine young man. I've been knowing him since he's been about 6-7 years old. That's a lie. You cannot find nowhere they put my picture up and slander my name. So they're going to pay for that. That's a good look. I ain't tripping. That's where they got it from.
Hey,
it's not my voice. It's some chick's voice on their site. So they believe that. Hey. I didn't know where that shit came from. You go watch Vlad. You watch No Jumper. You go on Clubhouse. The day that shit came out, it's a gay dude who put it out. by the name of Unsexiest. That's his IG. You can go look at it. He got a fake text up saying the family sent this, and that's what it's saying. And he said it. That's where it came from. Never came from me, bro. I've never supported that narrative. Never.
Nah. I get. Hey, so I heard the mom try to ask you for bread, like ask you for money.
Well, that's why I thought they was all trolls. When they first called me, I said, yo, what year did he get killed? 2022. Okay, bitch, you lying. Because he got killed 2021. The newspapers say that. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit, when you lose loved ones, you don't forget dates and times, locations, and years, right? So that. And then secondly, she said, shh, between me and you, the feds told me they going to get them this month. I'm like, bitch, ain't nobody going to tell your ass that. Because then you can go kill the nigga before the feds get him, or you can go tell the nigga, right? And then right after I got off the phone, she sends me a text, hit me up for some bread. You want the text?
No, I believe you. Hey, what? So this is not in the indictment, but they used it for the detention order for Luce and Bricc. They basically said them niggas talking, whether it was on Clubhouse or No Jumper, basically gave enough evidence that they should not be released early or released on bail because these guys have shown that they threaten people, they talk shit, they do all these things, and they're citing.
You're lying, Akademiks. Stop lying. Stop.
I'm not lying.
Stop lying to the people, bro. Listen.
What happened?
Loose cannon. Listen, bro.
We have Bricc work. I got to work, Wack. I'm about to pull up the work right now. I'm about to pull up the work.
This what you gonna do. You pull up Bricks, and I'm gonna pull up Luce's, so you can stop lying.
Okay.
Because that's not what the fuck it says, bro.
I'm gonna read you again in the
Lucis is in blue writing. All you gotta do is in blue writing. Doesn't say nothing about no fucking Clubhouse or no fucking No Jumper.
It absolutely does.
You're a liar.
It absolutely does. It mentions. All right, hold on. I'm about to read it.
You're a liar.
It mentions podcast directly.
Nature of the offenses and defendant's role in alleged extortion robberies. 2 active protection orders, noting one is reciprocal, an outstanding warrant report of violent January 2025 incident.
Wack, I got it up on the screen. The defendant continues to threaten violence and carry firearms in addition to intercepted calls online. Defendant continued to threaten violence, carry firearms, and discuss both. For example, in March, the defendant, quote unquote, crashed out at his place of employment. They have a picture of him standing with a No Jumper logo in the back. He was threatening to shoot people.
I trolled him, bro.
Okay. All right. So hold on.
That's not his lockup order, bro. Listen.
Wack.
I don't know.
Wack. The title of this was the government's argument for why he shouldn't be let out on bail. Look, it's called the Memorandum in Opposition to Defendant Bricc Baby Zaire Mitchell application for bail. They're mentioning No Jumper, and you said this is when you caused him to crash out or whatever. They're using his crash out as why he's not getting out. So do you think that these guys, you're smarter than them, but do you think they should really be responding to you? Because that's being used to keep them in jail. I got it up on the screen, Wack. It says memorandum. So what happens when somebody files, there's a bail application about to happen. Before the oral argument, you have a memorandum in support. That's what the defense puts in. And the government's going to put a memorandum in opposition. And the judge looks at both. They get there. They make some oral arguments. The judge rules. So I'm telling you, it's all No Jumper shit and all things they've talked about on podcasts.
Okay, No Jumper, cool. But stop throwing Clubhouse in there, bro. You motherfuckers is lying. Stop adding shit.
I think
we ain't fighting No Jumper, but you threw Clubhouse in. That's you a fucking lie.
All right, hold on.
Nothing in there, bitches. Clubhouse, bro.
I'll search Clubhouse. It might not be in there.
Nothing.
No, Clubhouse is not there.
You lied. You said it was.
Well, what I'm thinking about online, where all these arguments have gone on.
You're too damn big to act like you don't know what you're saying. You got a big ass brain.
Okay, let's remove Clubhouse from it. All right, Wack. Do you think that?
Do you admit that you lied? Clear Clubhouse.
Yeah, I definitely was incorrect about that. Yes, I was
clear
incorrect.
Clubhouse. So we clear Clubhouse, right?
Now, but let me say to you though, if in this guy's detention order is a bunch of podcast discussions that shouldn't be happening, do you think that people should stop whether they're responding to you or whatever?
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, bro. Here's what's going on, right? This was fucked up, right? And you know this to be true, right?
By the way, they also have a picture of him sitting with loose cannon on No Jumper.
Listen, right now, a motherfucker go on podcast and run a narrative and say all kind of shit. 607 up. If that's the case, Orlando is gonna get everybody sued. Because he goes on there and makes up all kind of shit that we're laughing. We laugh about it because we know it's not true. This dude lying. Cool. So if that's the case, now it's like any and everything you're saying is factual. And me and you both know on this shit is not true. So I think what needs to start happening, I've been thinking about it, is, and I'm going to get with Adam on this, is it needs to be a thing added to the beginning of all our shows. You know how when a movie comes on, it tells you
a disclaimer.
This is a disclaimer. This is a non-fiction, or this is a fiction, or this is based on a true story, or this may have some true facts, but it may be this added to whatever. We're gonna have to start putting a disclaimer, bro, because a lot of times we on there bullshitting, entertaining, saying all kind of shit. But now these people are taking it like everything we're saying is fucking real, and that's not the fucking truth.
You're right, but the feds are not going to care about a disclaimer. I think the real disclaimer should be, hold on, the real disclaimer should be before any gang member sits down on No Jumper, they should know that whatever they say could be used in a detention order.
Hey, bro,
that if they ever get locked up, that they don't get released, because that's what's happening.
Niggas sit out there like Bricc. I'm gonna be real. Bricc ain't killed nobody over there, bro. When Bricc is talking about, I got more skulls than you got squabbles.
We got it right here. They have it in the paperwork, page 12 or 25.
But watch this. They can't tie Bricc to no murders over there, bro.
Yeah, you're right, but they're not charging with murders, but they get to use that discretionary as to say he's a violent person, don't let him out on bond. So the reason why he's still in jail,
but at the same time,
half of the things they cite is at No Jumper. So the entire argument, half of the entire argument the state has is things that happen on No Jumper. They have him the day before he get locked up.
We gonna, hey bro, check this out. Let me tell you what.
This is not an anti-No Jumper thing. It's just
no slow. Yeah, I don't like this bitch shit you doing. Check this out, bro. Nah, hold on. Nah, this real shit.
Do you think they should have stopped talking about it online?
That is my part. No, check this out. We're gonna correct this. The shit they have in Brick's paperwork is things that he chose to say while he was at No Jumper. Stop acting like No Jumper.
No, it's not No Jumper's fault. It's not No Jumper. No.
Don't nobody know what the fuck a motherfucker gonna say and not say.
No. I only center the conversation because
kill that shit.
No, I center the conversation and I use No Jumper as an example because the idea that a gang member goes online and has to either prove or he's reacting to whatever.
Baby be lying, bro.
But Wack, it don't matter if he's lying. It's used to keep him in jail.
It does matter because, bro, it does matter. I'm gonna tell you why.
Wack, the reason hold on, Wack. How many people got bail and how many didn't? You know it. How many people got bail and who did? Everybody not famous or not. I won't call Bricc Baby famous, but everybody not known, they got bail. The people that are known online to talk shit, who corroborated things, even if they're lying, they all got held on bail. You know why? They gave evidence or they said things that the judge said, yo, you're a threat.
That's not why. Let's go over it, little
guy. All right, hold on. All right, how many people got bail and how many didn't?
Why, little guy? Hold on.
How many people got bail though, Wack?
I'm going to tell you why. Let me tell you why, little guy.
Yeah.
Big U, 1 for 1, is his RICO. Right? So they're not going to give you bail. Plus, he has a...
Brick's not in the RICO, though.
Go ahead. Hold on, bro. I'm going to give you one by one, little guy, because you're stating shit without stating facts. Big U is his RICO, and he has a potential homicide in Nevada, right?
That makes sense.
Okay, Loose Cannon has 2 warrants, probational violation holds, right? As well as a potential hold on a police report in Burbank had no jumper. Right? This is what they're saying. Right? Bricc Baby, they're done with him. Nigga, he already been out 2.5 years, right, doing what he's doing. Nigga, we got you for the shooting, the 2022. We got you for the AK, the 2 guns, and the ammunition. And guess what? And when we arrested you, we found you with another gun. You know that, right? They found him with another gun at the time of arrest.
Yeah, when they took him into custody, they found a gun at the home.
So what they're saying is, you still won't stop carrying guns. So you're a threat to society. This is what they're saying. Loose Cannon got 2 probational warrants, so you got a hold anyway. Even if he was in the county, he would have a no bail because of the probational warrants.
So you're telling me it's just interesting that the only people that were talking, other than Big U, because Big U has a murder, so only the 2 people that were talking online about criminal shit every day, they're the ones that got.
Hey, listen, you could have eliminated online. You could have set them niggas in the pool pit. If you got 2 probational hold warrants, you ain't going nowhere. Anybody tell you that? I wouldn't give a fuck. If you was a mute, you ain't going nowhere.
Why?
If you got a pending police
but
report,
you'll get a bond. You just can't take it up because you have a hold.
You won't. It'll be no bail. You ain't going nowhere. Probational hold.
So you're saying no one else had that but them?
No, nobody else had that shit, bro. Everybody, half them niggas that. It's 2-3 of them niggas never been to jail. A lot of
coincidences.
2-3 of them never been to jail. Never been to jail, never been to prison.
But there were other robbers who they claim were robbers that were arrested too.
No. And them niggas never been to jail.
Oh.
They had no criminal history.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they had 0 criminal history, bro.
So again, I'm just trying to send out like a general warning because I've been there.
No, the game is definitely changed. Listen, bro, the game is definitely changed.
Wouldn't you advise all street niggas?
I went on there trolling the other day, Thursday. They like, Wack, where the fuck Adam at? I said, I put his ass in the trunk. They say, Wack, don't play like that because if the nigga get found in the trunk tomorrow, they gonna say you did it. Right? This was weird.
Yeah, that's the time we live in. You're right.
Yeah, it's weird because I'm trolling because 2 weeks in a row, he's not at no jumper. I'm like, I'll put his ass in the trunk. I'm going to let him out next week. And Wack, you shouldn't play like that because... And I'm looking like, motherfucker, what you mean? Like, everybody knows I'm bullshitting, but in this climate, is whatever you say, they can say is real, bro.
And by the way, I'm glad that you cleared up the whole thing with Trap Lord Ross because they was trying to... Some people like, wait, is he extorting?
Hey, bro, act, fuck you. Hey, don't get me on one, bro. Leave that alone. Cause
no. We cleared that up on here because you sent me the message and we read it. What he said in his video, the messages didn't support that at all. So we agree with you.
Oh, he got a wait. You said that they got a video up on me?
I don't know if it's still up. It was from a video when he said, the Wack extort me again shit or whatever. No,
he took that down. He didn't take that down?
I don't know. I don't want to get involved in that.
Yeah, because if he didn't take that down, I'm finna get paid.
Okay, I don't know. But okay. But we cleared that up.
He texted me and told me he took that down.
Oh, okay. Damn. No, but what I'm trying to say, Wack, and I'm trying to see if you'll get on board with this. We should probably issue a PSA to everybody to say, hey, listen, I don't care if it's my platform, Flacco's platform, Vlad's platform, Adam's platform, could be on Clubhouse with you. You should not get on there speaking about these type of things and also threatening violence to anybody.
Hey, look, I'm gonna be real. The only reason why this shit is going on is because they both caught up in the big U RICO. They wasn't caught up in the big U RICO when none of this shit be going on, bro.
No, you're right. That's right. But
Yeah, and they're caught up in it. They're caught up in it behind shit that has nothing to do with podcasting.
No, but Wack.
Their
Again.
charges and allegations. Their charges and allegations. The robbery in 2022 allegedly. The shooting in 2022, the AK and the 2 pieces of ammunition in 2023 had nothing to do with a podcast, bro.
Yeah, but it does have to do with their online activity when they can get bailed. It's listed. There's
listen. You're going from one extreme to the next.
Well, I think this is like easily
stop doing the shit, little guy. What I'm telling you is.
Nobody's blaming no jumper. Yo, Wack. If I'm a media outlet saying,
that ain't what I'm saying.
We should tell all gangsters to stop coming on platforms talking crazy.
Caught up in the RICO. Let me slow it down for you. If they were not caught up in the RICO, there wouldn't be a bail hearing. And the only reason why they had the bail hearing is because they're caught up in the RICO that has nothing to do with a podcast.
Why? I'm not saying they got indicted for a podcast. What I'm saying is that put it like this, Wack. If say I catch a federal case and I'm seeing paperwork. Hold on.
Everything they got.
Wack. Here's the thing. If they mention my conversation with you, I'm probably not talking to you again.
Man, bro.
What
you want me to do? Stand at the bathroom and tell every grown man how many times to shake his dick and wipe his ass?
No,
fuck out of here.
No, because I'm trying to have a consensus.
I ain't telling no grown man shit.
I'm trying to have a consensus saying
I'm not telling no grown man shit.
So you think these street niggas should continue?
I'm not telling no grown man shit. Do you not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Fuck you and everybody else who want to try to make me a babysitter, nigga.
No,
don't utter them words to me.
Wack.
I'm not telling the grown man shit.
No, Wack. I'm not making you a babysitter.
I'm not telling the grown man shit.
Wack, let me tell you this. I remember when someone said, "Hey, listen, they used the video of yours in court." I started to look to say, "Hey, listen, I'm not trying to get no." And by the way, it's not like I have these guys on my platforms and they're saying it. I don't want to get nobody indicted or locked up. If they said the way how Ak is doing this is how we're locking people up, I would change. So I'm only saying this to say this is the first RICO case that they've ever mentioned podcast this much. I think podcasts should probably take note. You don't think so?
You act with different people. My homies wouldn't be fucking my bitch in my backyard either. See how we different people? So you're different people, right? I'm telling you, I don't edit, I don't upload, and I'm not telling a grown man a motherfucking thing.
So wait, Wack. So you still, like, after watching all of this shit with this big Rico, you would still.
I'm not telling a grown man shit.
No, I'm not saying you telling them. I'm talking about your actions. You would still be on either Clubhouse or anything else discussing people current street situations, knowing that these niggas just got wrapped up and their words have been used against them?
So the only thing we discuss is what's on the work. Because on the work, we running it.
Wack, you were discussing Bricc Baby not going to court and there was no work that existed that time. So you're discussing his current street situation.
Wait. Say that again.
There was no paperwork that existed, but you were discussing.
That's why we discussed it, you bitch ass nigga. How you ain't got a court date and no bail information? Now,
hold on. Wait. But Wack, why is that online content?
No.
Why is that online content though?
Because nigga, that's what we want it to be, motherfucker. The fuck is you talking about, you police ass nigga? Why did you take motherfucking Takeoff fucking shooting, sit here like the fucking DEA, still frame it, circle shit, break down who had on what color what, who had on what shoes?
I got the best answer. Keep going.
Shut your
fuck
ass up.
Wait. Wack.
Police shit that ever been done in the history of fucking podcasting.
Hold on.
You sit there on the open fucking murder case.
Wait. Hold on. Wack.
Down the shirt. Fuck all that. Now it's up, nigga.
No.
You
Wack.
fucking with the 100 side of the trenches.
Hold on.
It's up and we stuck, nigga.
Wack.
You did the most police shit
Wack.
ever done
here's the difference.
in the history of fucking podcasting.
Wait, Wack.
Did you not?
Wait, Wack. Are you gonna let me say the difference?
Did you not?
Wack.
Did you not?
The difference is, I know I did it and I admit it. Everybody else is doing it and claim they're not.
Okay.
I know I did it. No. I said I'm solving this. Wack. I literally said I'm solving a murder alive. Everybody else is doing it and acting like they're keeping it straight. Hold on. As long as everybody say what I did with the Takeoff shit was police shit, I'm a civilian. What y'all are doing is police shit too. We all doing police shit. If we admit it, let's go. We all hold hands and do police shit. Listen. That's all I'm saying.
Let me explain something to you. If we got to work, or we know you working, we're going, listen, if I wasn't telling that nigga, you got caught, bitch ass nigga, and you working right now today, one thing everybody can't say is Wack didn't call it and this nigga didn't lie. He lied right here on your platform, right? Now,
Wack,
I had to
Wack,
call
I'm
him
with
out.
you.
Hold on.
Wack, hold on. The key point you're about to skip over, I said, and I'm admitting, that Takeoff shit is I do police shit on here all the time. I solve crimes.
Yeah, we buy that. Okay.
Hold on. So as long as you say that the 100 side does it too, we all do police shit.
We will continue to read and run paperwork. I don't give a fuck what it's about.
Okay. So, and by the way, everybody knows you fucking with Ak. Ak is liable to do some police shit. Will you say the same or no?
Nigga, what you mean? Like, nigga, I'm just correcting you because you talking about what we doing. We don't do what you do, nigga. That was a wide
Wack,
open
you know this case
nigga.
more than me. You mentioned the allegation of a murder before we ever seen a work.
Listen,
we never seen a work.
Listen, and at least 5 of our rooms on the 100 side, I got a guy named Prince that if I brought him in here right now, he can recite the whole shit to you. You know why? We have rooms on the 100 side called Murder Mystery, where we didn't ran through the whole indictment. We got the morning show where we didn't ran through the whole motherfucking indictment.
The only thing I would say is that with the Takeoff thing, I got the murder suspect.
You didn't read no indictment, nigga. You went over fucking video footage.
Wack, you didn't read no indictment. You basically went to talk to the victim or the victim's mom. So we did the both same thing, except you were right. I was wrong.
Hey, bro. We're talking to 2 people who giving us. We know they're giving us wrong information. We didn't give a fuck. Do you know what that content was designed to do?
What?
The same shit what Big U did to me, antagonized the fuck out of him. He got me back on his turn in. Nigga, he say shit, they ask me questions.
He did make it hard for you. He was trying to make it hard for you. He was trying to go crazy on you.
Okay, but guess what? Looking at what he said and looking at the indictment, can you say, Big U, you said some bullshit on Wack because that you said is supported by their fucking indictment paperwork, right? But he shot his shot, so I gotta answer questions. So what we did, when we hear these ladies telling us wrong murder dates, wrong murder years, and this gonna happen, and you asking us for money after the fact.
Wack, here's the difference.
Trolling.
I give you the big difference.
Is trolling. We press play, and guess what? We sat back and we wanted to watch him get questioned, and people tapping him on the shoulder. His homies call us. You think they don't call us and say, yeah, we was at the park today and they asked Cuz about that. What'd he say? The nigga got mad and stormed off. That's all we want to hear.
Wack, by the way,
we don't give a fuck if it's true or not.
Here's the difference. So I always say, and I take credit, and I stand on that Takeoff stream. That was a legendary stream. But at the end of that stream, if everybody watches it, we never pointed out Patrick Clark as the person who did the shooting. We pointed out other people that were incorrect. We were wrong. You basically point out the right nigga, Big U. Like, that's the only difference.
Okay.
We watch.
Here goes the difference. Here goes the difference, you bozo ass nigga. Here goes the difference. Now, hold on.
Go ahead.
Here goes the difference. When you did that bullshit you did, right?
That's not bullshit. Wack.
No,
that was good work. That was good work.
Slow down.
That was great work. I got promoted to lieutenant after that.
When you did that, right? Let's keep it real. The difference between what you talking about and what we talking about, when we released a recording of March 8th, 2025, right? That we think is some bullshit, but fuck it, we're gonna antagonize a nigga. The indictment shows from January 24th, 2021, They already been doing what they doing. In June of 2023, Big U was arrested for his DNA. See, now this is where Big U's bullshit at. He sat there turning himself in and act like he was oblivious to everything. Am I right or wrong?
You're right, but I'll be honest though.
Now stop. Wait, no, stop.
Go ahead,
Walk with me.
Keep cooking.
But when you read the
Chat, one in the chat if Wack's cooking right now. He's cooking.
Hold on. But when you read the indictment, it clearly says on the 2-year anniversary of Rayshawn Williams' murder, the FBI visited Eugene Henley's house where they spoke to his wife. They told his wife not to notify, but they need to speak to Eugene Henley regarding the murder of an individual in Las Vegas. Mrs. Henley then, actually SH, right, as they describe her, then used Eugene Henley's father's phone to contact him and say the police came by here talking about the murder. This is January of 2023. Let's move on. June of 2023, the indictment states that they served a warrant on Eugene Henley for his DNA to match it against the murder of Rayshawn Williams, right? Then it says August of 2023, arrest was made, which they took him in and released him. Now, listen, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop there, right? Actually, I'm not. Let's go to the wiretaps. It has Eugene Henley calling his son in 2023 saying, son, don't talk to nobody about the murder. Also in 2023, it has Eugene Henley calling motherfucking Martin saying, I need to pull up on you and talk to you about this murder at the shop where they had Bug. It also has Eugene Henley contact DS, who said he was getting in the shower, but he said, I need to pull up on you and talk to you about the murder. Right? Now, at this point, have I been truthful about what the indictment said, or have I told a lie before I keep going?
You're being truthful, but you're being evasive.
Okay, now stop.
No, you're being evasive,
if all these things happened in 2023, right? Hold on. Also in 2023, it has Eugene Henley is contacted by Monty Trap Kitchen saying the feds pull her in talking about sex trafficking, right?
Wack.
Right?
No one is saying you gave information.
No, motherfucker. Fuck you. You said somebody like, I'm pointing out a point.
No, you're not speaking to the point I'm making.
Hold on. All these things are 2023, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got murder conversations. We got sex trafficking. We got tax money laundering shit, all 2023. Okay, March of 2025, Big U gets on the fucking live and says, I don't know why they want me to come in. I ain't did nothing, and all this is about Wack100 and loose cannon. Bitch ass nigga, what the fuck the sex trafficking in 2023? What the fuck the DNA you gave in June 2023? What the fuck your wife getting questioned, calling you on your damn phone of January 2023? And what the fuck the tax shit in August 2023 got to do with a loose cannon, a whack, and a fucking 600? Motherfucker, you knew you was hot. Am I right or wrong?
You're right. So can I respond now?
I rest my case.
Okay, and Wack, what I was saying.
Out of here. You knew what he was saying?
Wack, what I was saying when you compared it to what I did with Takeoff. So the Takeoff thing was a public murder caught on multiple cameras that I went over. Nobody knew about this nobody even knew who Rayshawn, whatever his name was, that died. No disrespect to him.
Okay, I want
you and your hold on. You and your associates brought that to the internet and then told us the main suspect. Wait, hold on.
Go through your Google and put
no. The masses didn't know.
In Las Vegas.
Hold on, the masses did not know. The masses did not know.
Just because we don't give a fuck about no masses, nigga.
Yeah, but if we're talking about solving a crime,
we knew the investigation was already happening.
Wack, put it like this. In the Takeoff case, not one time, and I read through all the indictment and paperwork and even the detention request from the state of Texas about Patrick Clark. It never mentioned academics. You know why? Because
nigga, okay, well watch this, weird ass nigga. Nowhere in the fucking indictment does it mention fucking Clubhouse.
No. And I'm not saying it does, but the whole point of what I'm saying is
What
that.
the fuck is you talking about
But
right now?
if you're saying that what I did was police shit, and I'm not mentioned in that.
Listen, bro.
Wack, I talked about a public case. You brought a private case and told us the suspect when we never knew the suspect. Yo, we were.
I know who everybody is in that paperwork, right?
Yeah, but Wack, you and your cohorts introduced us to all of this. Like, if the indictment just popped up, that's one thing.
Are you mad that we had the exclusive?
No. What I'm saying is
that because Clubhouse got the reach you don't have. Is that what you saying?
Wack, I am upset that Clubhouse.
Are you mad that the Hunter side got the reach you don't have? Nigga,
yeah, I'm upset that Clubhouse did what I couldn't do with the Takeoff case. They did it better. That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
we're both doing police shit.
Okay, but no, we're not. We're not doing police shit.
We did the same shit.
No, we're not doing police shit.
I admit it. That was police shit what we did.
Hey, bro,
but I love Takeoff. Rest in peace. I'll do it again.
Listen, bro. Hey, listen. I have a lady named Tink who runs a room called Murder Mystery. She's 25 years old. She lives in Chicago.
She's a very nice and polite woman. I talked to her when I came there. She's very nice.
She's not polite. She will pack your ass up.
Well, she was nice.
The bitch drunk, no telling what she gonna say to you. But listen what I'm trying to tell you, right? She runs a room called Murder Mystery. Mm-hmm. She did a room based upon a newspaper clipping from Nevada in 2021. You get what I'm saying?
You're also on record admitting that you leaked the info that 600 could use to make it public.
Bro, we don't give a fuck. We're going to tag and knock the shit out of Big U. We don't give a fuck about that. If these ladies want to run that, that's their boys. We run it. Whether it's true or not, we don't give a fuck. Like he run shit on me, we run shit on him. We don't give a fuck.
So you're acknowledging that you didn't like the nigga and you weren't opposed to connect dots.
One time, Big U hung himself. We know it was some bullshit.
Wait. All I'm saying is,
hold on. Guess what? Guess what happened all day that day?
Yeah.
Everybody blew his phone up. Homie, they say you hung yourself. He got irritated like a motherfucker. You know what he turned around and said?
What'd he say?
600 the police. Okay, 600 was answering questions for 2 weeks. Bro, we've been antagonizing each other, nigga, for years.
So let's, but that's what I'm saying. You definitely put the bullseye on him. Which, by the way, there's incidents mentioned after.
Hey, yo, check this out, bro. I had this conversation with you, bro. Some real shit. You a man like I'm a man. Stop playing with me.
No. I'm not saying. You didn't solve a crime.
Hey, listen, nigga.
You did media shit.
Nigga.
Wack, you know this is media shit, right? Like,
bro, listen.
That's why what you said to Trap Lord.
You raped that girl at your house, then, right? Either you gonna start respecting me and stop playing with my name, or I'm gonna play with you back. The fucking indictment says
nobody said you solved the crime. You never solved the crime.
2021.
Wack, nobody said you solved the crime. No one said you solved the crime.
Nigga, stop playing with me,
No. Wack, because you're intentionally.
You got me fucked up, nigga. My name is Wack100, nigga. You ain't bigger than the program.
Wack, nobody.
I'm not these little niggas.
Nobody's saying
you wrong with you, bro?
Nobody's saying you solved the crime. The point what we're trying to say.
You better correct that. Stop playing with me.
No. Nobody's saying you solved the crime. What we're saying is, like, for example, that when we mention the Takeoff thing, I'm admitting a lot of that goes into what people might call police shit. I'm a civilian. I don't give a fuck what people think about what I'm doing in terms of that. I love Takeoff. Wait, hold on. You're cutting me off. The only thing I'm saying with that is that I never solved the crime. You know what I did do? I put the focus on the people in them videos, and I don't know if it helped the guy. I don't care if it did.
No, I want you to stop. Listen, I'm glad you said that. You put the focus on them, right?
You put the focus on Big U.
No, I didn't, you stupid ass nigga. 2021, the focus was already on.
No. I'm not talking about for the cops. I'm talking about for the rest of the viewing public. Because you think the cops.
That's where we fought. We don't give a fuck.
All right, but that's what.
We don't give a fuck.
But Wack, that's what people call police shit. Wack, you know. Hold on. I did the war in Chirac. If I said, yo. This guy said
about no Chirac. I'm not talking about Chirac.
No. But I'm explaining.
Kiddo Curry.
Hold on.
We're not talking about
Chirac.
Yeah, but
Wack, you're dancing now. You're dancing a little bit, Wack.
Hey, look, bro, let Chirac rest. Ain't got nothing to do with
this.
No.
Wack, what I'm saying.
West Coast shit.
No. All right, Wack.
Chirac, you hear what I'm telling this nigga?
It's not about Chicago. It's not about. Wack, it's not about Chicago. I'm telling you what people.
Yeah, but let's not even mention Chicago.
Yo, hold on. What people call police shit. Hold on, Wack. I'm saying what they call police shit with me, which I don't care if they do call it. Nothing I did helped law enforcement. It didn't solve the crime. Nothing. Hold on. Nothing. Hold on. Whack. Nothing you did helped law enforcement or solve the crime.
Did help law enforcement.
But I'm saying what I did with Takeoff is similar to what you did in this situation because
I'm gonna tell you why.
You brought
something. I'm gonna tell you why.
Tell me why.
March 2025, right? Mm-hmm. The investigation of the homicide was already over. It had been over. It says in paperwork.
Well, all right. So I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
It's been over.
Hold on, Wack. Here's the thing. With the takeoff murder, the police had the surveillance footage, so they knew who actually shot. So whatever I was talking about, it's already over. The same thing. But the online people consider that Wack. People consider talking about open murders and open cases police shit.
That shit wasn't 4 days old when you did what you did.
Wack.
This shit.
Hold on.
This shit.
Wack.
Was 4 years done.
It don't matter. Let me ask you this question because it was an open case. Online, you say yes or no. Online, do they consider speaking about open cases, open murders, police shit? Yes or no? I say yes, even though you might not help the cops, but they consider police shit. I'm a civilian. I don't care what they think about what I did.
Okay, listen.
Did you speak about an open murder?
Listen, little guy. Listen.
Go ahead.
An open case is even right now. All his cases are open. It's just an indictment we're reading. You get what I'm saying? Nothing is closed out because he has yet to be convicted or take a deal.
Hold on. But an open case which is charged, where you're going off of the indictment is different than there is no charges, no indictment, and you're speculating.
You ran some shit when they didn't know who they was gonna charge.
Ooh.
Because you put it on the wrong person. We can agree, right?
Hold on, Wack. Here's the thing. But you also ran some shit before Big U got charged. We did the same. I'm saying we did the same thing.
No, I didn't.
So you never mentioned Big U and a murder before he got charged?
Listen. June 2023, Big U served a warrant for the DNA for the murder of Rayshawn Williams. January 2023.
But he wasn't charged.
For indictment. Feds visit his wife.
But he wasn't charged. Was he charged with murder at that point?
Listen, but what you're failing to realize is in March of 2025, when we played the recording of these two ladies.
Was he charged with murder at that point?
It was already sealed. The complaint was already done.
So you knew that he was going to get charged with murder?
We didn't know shit because we thought the bitches was capping.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't know shit. Hey, bro, I did it to you. I had Paris Hiltran come on here, do a recording about this big old thing about how many times y'all fucked, right?
Okay.
I did it to fuck with you and your girl because you were attacking my artist, did I not?
Yeah.
I didn't give a fuck if it was true or not. I just wanted to agitate your household. And guess what? 2 years later, when I met your girl, she's still asking me questions about it. It was a great agitation. I told you, leave my artist alone, and I'll stop trolling. You left him alone, I'll stop trolling. That nigga he been trolling me, I'ma troll him. He trolled 600, 600 gonna troll him. That's what it is, my nigga.
But you're dancing and sidestepping a bit because
I'm not dancing shit.
You did mention this before he was charged with the crime.
We intentionally released the tape of them women to antagonize that nigga. We didn't give a fuck what it was.
No, I'm not saying you didn't do it intentionally antagonizing, but what I'm saying is that what people accuse. So online, I'm only talking about online.
No.
Hold on, wait. Hold on.
Hey, bro.
Just listen for 1 second.
Hey,
listen for 1 second.
Hey, bro.
What people call police shit, I'm not saying nobody, because I don't work with the police, right? But what they call police shit online is people speaking. If I say, yo, Wack robbed that bank, and they're investigating a bank robbery, and even if they lock you up later, they're gonna say, "Act, you mentioning Wack robbing that bank
So,
before
hey,
they charge him with robbing that bank is police shit." If you mention that somebody did a murder before he gets arrested for the murder, they think that's police shit.
Listen to me, bro. Act, listen to me.
Let me know.
If the paperwork was there,
Mm-hmm.
right, and they've already been investigating the bank robbery, they like, we know Wack did it. We got the fingerprints. We done took blood. The nigga left saliva and all this shit. And you like wax my out, right? And somebody call you and say, yeah, Wack robbed the bank. Now, it's one thing that after you play it from what you're saying, and it says in the paperwork, when Akademiks played the thing about Wack robbing the bank, we initiate an investigation. Then that's that. But if you play your little shit and the paperwork come out and said they already had me dead at the bank 3 years ago, nobody gives a fuck because you're just playing some shit to fuck with me, right? Now, Act, I could show you police shit, but you my brother, and I'm not the police, because I'm gonna be real, Act, a nigga. Nah, we don't try to solve no goddamn crime.
Y'all have something called murder mystery. No. Why would you be talking about a mystery if you're not trying to figure out what the mystery is?
Well, the murder mystery is like newspaper clippings, right, of shit that already happened and they've been convicted and shit like that. It's like
Big U wasn't convicted. Y'all talked about the situation that was a murder that Big U was eventually implicated in.
It was a clip, bro. It was a clip of the body found, boom, 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 boom. It was a clip.
But there was no conviction at that time, right?
There's no conviction right now, nigga, but we gonna read the indictment, bro.
Did y'all mention it before the indictment?
Did we mention what?
This particular murder. You say y'all talk about convictions, but I say y'all talk about it.
The murder mystery. They read the newspaper clip, and Tink definitely ran a room, and we played the recording of whoever these people we thought they were. At the time, we didn't take them serious because they talk about the nigga died in 2022. We like, oh, bitch, you just fucked up right there. It's 2021. But it was good content to troll the nigga with, right? So we let it go.
And this is not me turning heel here, Chad, but one thing I say what Wack was good about, though, is that I think what you did help Big U, though, because when you basically,
man, I don't know what that, bro. Listen,
I'm saying you announcing it helped him. Like, and by the way, if he was stupid and didn't get ahead of it, which that was the only confusing thing to me. If Wack been kind of almost telling you this is about to come down,
I was designed to antagonize.
No, Wack, you admitted that you were trying to give him a heads up. You said that when you.
Nobody was trying to get that nigga no heads up, bro. Fuck out of here, man.
Okay.
Even hey, bro, listen, bro. Listen, let me tell you something. If you ask me when my brother was killed, I'm gonna tell you 6:30 a.m. April 15, 2005, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell you 2006, 2004. So the minute somebody talk about this, I'm like, well, what year was he killed? 2022.
But when we were on the podcast together,
listen to me.
You're right.
Listen to me. I get about 100-something prank calls a day every day. I swear to God.
Really?
Right? I swear to God.
Are you on Do Not Disturb? That's what I'm on.
No, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I answer them all. I don't give a fuck. I can send you some. I record them. I can send you some of them now. I record them, and I tell them I'm going to put you on the internet, see if I can find out who you are. Then they hang up. Every day, right? So people call and say all kind of shit, right? Now, if a nigga call me, this is real shit. Let's say I'm tripping with Wallow, right?
Okay.
It's fuck Wallow. Let's say that's what it is, which it isn't. And I get a call. Yeah, what up, Wack? What's up, homie? Yeah, I got some info on Wallow. Is that right? What's up? Yeah, Wallow fucking with this basehead chick over here with no teeth and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I'm going to record that shit. I'm going to go right to Clubhouse and we going to run that shit and my media team is going to get that shit and they going to send that shit out 300 different ways to YouTube land. And I'm going to sit back and watch Wallow explain himself. Straight up. That's what it is, bro.
Okay. So let me get your definition.
You get what I'm telling you? Do you get what I'm telling you?
No, I absolutely get it. By the way, Wack, everything you're saying, I would not only do, I'd probably do 10 times more, right? You know what I mean? Like, I love this internet.
We not putting no motherfucking, I got a crank call coming in right now.
Okay.
I can answer it, record it, and send it to you right now. It's crank call right now.
Okay, Wack. So